If you could put one of your movies in front of her and have her watch it, which one would you most love to get her thoughts on?
Ooh. Mm. That's such a good one.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Jenna, so good to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing so well. I genuinely, truly love this show. I watched all 8 episodes, and you're just phenomenal. So seriously, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to jump into this. I love that we get Wednesday's thoughts on so many different parts of life and pop culture. We find out her thoughts on slow drip coffee and cell phones and Legally Blonde. If you could put one of your movies in front of her and have her watch it, which one would you most love to get her thoughts on?
Ooh. Mm. That's such a good one. A film that I did?
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, maybe Scream. I feel like she would just criticize Ghostface the whole time. Could be good.
That's fair. She would be mad that maybe his kills weren't bloody enough or he didn't kill enough people.
Yeah, or that he's clumsy.
Yeah, and I feel like she would actually love Pearl in X. Like she would be rooting for Pearl in X.
Yeah, I think she would relate to Pearl a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I know everyone's going to ask you what advice you got from Christina Ricci, but I kind of want to know, before you even had the chance to speak with her, like what was the question you were most excited to ask her? And as an actor, what's more valuable for you to talk with her about? Her experience playing Wednesday or her experience working with Tim Burton?
I think she's somebody that I've always had a lot of admiration for from a very young age. I've always kind of looked up to her in a sense almost. So I think that I was just kind of interested in getting to know her, not necessarily for to talk about Wednesday or anything like that. And I was really excited to tell her that every time I hear the song Moonchild by King Crimson, I think of her.
Yes, I love that. And I have to talk about just the physicality that you put into Wednesday. 3 things specifically: how much I feel like you say with your eyes, the moments that you choose for her to smile and how big she should smile at a certain thing, and then obviously her dance moves, which I know everyone's talking about. I'm sort of curious, how much did the physicality of those things help you figure out who she is as a character?
It was interesting because I feel like she's a bit more cartoony than characters that I've played before, and I wanted something that she did to be different than kind of natural behavior that I do in other jobs that I do. So it was Tim. I remember early on he decided that he didn't want me to blink, so I tried to blink as little as possible. So things like that, things like the dance. I actually choreographed the dance, and I remember it was like a really chaotic day or thing, and Tim trusted me enough to do something like that, and he kind of moved the camera movements depending on what I was doing, which was really cool. I think for me it was just cool that I wanted to make her subtle, but then when she sees Fester for the first time, it is super exciting and warm and sweet because that's her family and she loves her family. I think there's moments to make her very, very relatable, but other moments to make you stare at her for a little too long and think, what is she?
Right. I have to ask though, like, because I'd heard that you choreographed that dance yourself. I've actually gone back and rewatched that sequence because it is absolutely phenomenal. Like, how did you make up those moves? Because I'm watching that sequence and I honestly thought, like, that is absolutely how she would dance.
Yeah, the thing is, I am not a dancer at all. In the script, literally just said she dances. So I didn't know what to do. Fortunately, I really love the Cramps. I really love that song. It was a song that Tim and I had chose together. I just knew, like, I see, like, Fosse films and things like that, so I took, like, inspiration from things like that. I watch a lot of Susie and the Banshees and Lena Lovitch and just old music videos of gothic artists. I watch footage of, like, goth kids dancing in clubs from the 80s, and then I just kind of pieced it all together and tried to see what happened.
Honestly, it was phenomenal, and that song choice that you and Tim picked out was absolutely perfect. It perfectly fit the moment. I want to talk about your success, I guess, just in the horror genre, specifically this year with Scream and X and now this series. It's my favorite genre of all time, and it's one that I find myself having to kind of defend on a constant basis. I'm sort of curious, as an actor, what does this genre give you that maybe no other genre does?
The reason why I love horror is because you're just trying to give people a good time. Everyone on that set is so passionate and happy to be there. I think when I do horror, it's also very therapeutic. You scream bloody murder and you feel like you just went to therapy or something. It's just fun. It's just fun, and there's no worry. And I feel like when people are in the mood to play or in the mood to experiment, that's oftentimes when you get the best product or the best experience. And horror, it's I love being covered in blood, and I love it's a good time, and I know I'm gonna go to set and I know I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Well, you enjoy yourself, and then because of that, we enjoy ourselves. You are absolutely phenomenal in this. All 8 episodes were amazing. I can't wait for season 2. And honestly, X is still a top 10 film for me this year. It's a masterpiece. So
Yeah,
seriously,
I like that
thank you
one.
for always being so great. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Have a good day. Nice to see you. Miss Christie, I am such a massive fan, and I absolutely adore this show. I watched the entire season. So seriously, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy you love the show.
Loved every single episode, and you're phenomenal. I want to start out by talking about, I guess, just set or a shooting location, because the sets in this show are just gorgeous, and you've worked in so many great ones between this and Game of Thrones and Star Wars and Sandman. I'm sort of curious. I've never asked this question, but like, what does a set like the ones you've worked on give you as an actor that you can take and sort of add to your performance and I guess just the moment?
It can truly give you everything. And we were hugely lucky to work with Mark on these sets. They built a town for this set, and it's Tim's vision. He is able to bring together a vision that is unlike any you've ever seen before, that is very particular, that is utterly dazzling in its aesthetic, and it has real life to it. You know, it has incredible attention to detail. And as an actor, it means you don't have to act so much. You just respond to your surroundings. I've been hugely lucky, I really have, with the projects that I've worked on. Truly spectacular sets. Sandman, really, when they built Hell, that was
gorgeous.
A really astounding building that they created there. That was really something else. Obviously, on Game of Thrones, we had extraordinary sets, and we also had the glorious landscape of Belfast, which is a truly magical and ancient place. Here we were working in Romania, and we had the Carpathian Mountains, which are unlike anything I've ever seen. It's a scale that is almost hallucinogenic and kaleidoscopic. It's truly extraordinary. And what's wonderful is that there will be landscapes that audiences have never seen before, interiors that they have never seen before, because there is an energy to that part of the world that is unlike anywhere else, that is inimitable, and marries quite beautifully with the Gothic sensibility of the Addams family. And it makes it sing. I think it really comes to life on the screen.
Just like the little details, like your fireplace is just is phenomenal. I love it. So I don't want to ruin it for people, but like when you see it, it's so good.
And I was told that I was the only person that would be in proportion with that fireplace.
I can't imagine why.
It's all my own.
I knew it. I'm going to be honest with you. After seeing this show, I really want 10,000 more collaborations between yourself and Tim Burton. It just seems like a match that this can't be the only time we see it. But I want you to kind of look back over his career. What is the Tim Burton project you most wish you could have been in as an actor?
Oh my goodness. The one I most wish I could have been in. Okay, so there's a million though, but the thing is he casts actors so incredibly well that you can't say, I mean, there's a load of roles that I would have loved to have played, but I can't say because they all did it so well. I would have loved to have been in Batman Returns.
Which is one of the most underrated movies. Like that is a masterpiece.
We were just saying that. There is a mastery about that movie. And when you think about how controversial it was at the time, and now, I mean, it's the mark of great work that it doesn't age. It still stands up. And it's resonant, it's exciting, it has a kind of luminescent neon quality and also a weird Gothic sensibility that's just beyond our dreams. So I want to be in the next one.
Have you ever heard the Happy Meal story about Batman Returns?
No.
That McDonald's got so angry at Warner Brothers because they saw the final film and said, like, we're supposed to make Happy Meal toys out of this. And it featured DeVito biting someone's nose off. We can't make Happy Meal toys out of it, even though I had all that happen. But apparently that was one of the big fights.
I would have loved those Happy Meal toys as a child. They would have been perfect for me.
That's why you and I are getting along in this interview, because you and I have the same kind of sensibilities. I have 1,000 more questions. I wish they're giving me the wrap. I wish I could ask you 10,000 more questions, but you are absolutely phenomenal. And this entire season was just, it was beautiful. So seriously, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy you enjoyed it.
Very much so. Have a wonderful day.
And to you. Thank you.
All right, see you later. Bye, guys.
Cut, please.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.